Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? I am leaving Tanya Jean's kennel, just dropped the dogs off. And while I was in there talking to Tanya Jean, this other dog that was leaving peed all over my foot in my Birkenstock plastic. Thank God it was my plastic Birkenstock sandals. Peed all over my foot. I am vlogging during the day today because I'm trying to get my vlog done a little bit earlier today. I know some people really like it when I vlog during the day, but I sometimes forget, or I just want to talk on the phone or whatever. So I'm trying to get it done early because we leave like at 5 a.m. for San Diego tomorrow morning. I think we have to leave our house at like 4 a.m. So the kennel is super, super busy today. So I'm trying to get all of my stuff done. I did a review video. I did my banking duties. Got the dogs to the hotel. We call it the hotel. And I got all the food ready. Alex got all of PB's medicine ready. And then he did that last night. And I got the food ready today and then took them. And then I did a review video. And now I'm running to Target. And I just want to maybe like get 2 t-shirts or something to wear while I'm out there. I want to see if they have any shorts on sale at the end of the summer. And yeah, and that's about it. So that's about all they wrote. And then I'm going to go home and minimum I'm going to film a drama video, which I already know what I'm filming, and a Peterisms video, which I've only like did one meditation thing today, so I have my other meditation books to read for that. That's what I have to get done as far as my videos today, that I like am like, okay, Peter, you're gonna do this today, you're gonna get this done. But what I would like to do is I would like to, because I've got a bunch of things I want to talk about and I have one, I did a Q&A for my, what do you call it, my drama channel. Like, I had questions for a Q&A over there, so I'm thinking about doing that Q&A and filming it so I can post it tomorrow, because I want to get that up. And then I'd like to pre-film some other videos. I was actually sent something for a review, and it's very, very cool. And I was actually thinking about it today. I was gonna like try it for a week and then see how what I thought about it. But I really think I'm just gonna unbox it and show what it does, and because it's very cool. And when it came in the box, I was just like, both Alex and I were like, oh my God, this is like really, really cool. So I'd like to get that review done today and some other videos. I'd just like to get some videos done. I wish I had kind of like pre-planned, like gotten everything ready ahead of time. You know, for Las Vegas, I was really good about scheduling, like getting everything done before I left, or before my final day, so before the day before. So I had, you know, all this time to just make videos, and all I had to do was take the dogs to the kennel and all that stuff, if you remember watching that. But this time, I saved everything till the last day. So, there's like this neighborhood, so thankfully the guy lives across the street. So of course, you know, we have this neighborhood association, right? Which you guys all know. This is different from the homeowners association. There's the homeowners association, which is like the maintenance company that takes care of our neighborhood. And then there's like a neighborhood association, and we have like a board, and we have like president and secretary and all that kind of stuff, right? And then we have all these positions like landscaping, and that's not like somebody that does the landscaping. They just look over the landscaping of everybody's, you know, condo and make sure that it's like you're keeping up with, you know, how it is. Trees are pruned, all that kind of stuff. They're very particular in our condo neighborhood. And then they have like the pool person, and then they have like this and they have that. Well, they have a neighborhood watch security thing. So whenever you go out of town, and I mean, even if it's only for like 2 days, you have to tell the neighborhood security person, and they keep like a watch in your house. And so the guy is the guy across the street from us, and he just happened to be outside when I was getting ready to go do my review today. So we were standing out there talking, and I literally was like he and I were talking just about like some random stuff, and I'm like, I've become like that neighbor. I don't know what has happened in the last year, but I become that neighbor that talks to all of my neighbors. I kind of like it, honestly. But anyway, we were just kind of talking about some random stuff, and I kept on thinking to myself, there's something I need to tell him. I can't figure out what it is. Like, I was like, what am I supposed to tell him? What am I supposed to tell him? And then he was almost inside, and I go, oh my God. He was like walking into the garage, and I go, you know, we're leaving tomorrow for San Diego. Now, he was like, okay. And he was like, you know, he was like, apparently there's some like form you're supposed to fill out or something when you go out of town. I go, well, can I just like bypass the form and just tell you? And he was like, yeah, that's fine. So, anyway. And then my other neighbor had been out of town, and she just got home, so she and I were talking today, and she was filling me in on how I've become so neighborly, you guys. I don't know what is going on. I'm basically the most neighborly person in the world. Not really, but... Oh, it is like really cloudy today. It looks like it's gonna rain. And you know what's interesting about it? It's usually days like this when it's super cloudy is when I get really bad migraines. And I don't, like I have like a low grain. Like there is not a day that goes by that I don't have somewhat of a migraine. Like a dull, like pounding in my head almost daily. And I've had that ever since I got diagnosed with epilepsy and migraine disorder. But I don't have a really bad migraine today. And it is really, like, I don't know if you can see, but it is really cloudy outside. Do you see that? Like, I mean, it literally looks like it's gonna rain any second. Tanya was just like, if you get done early, we can go get a fountain pop. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to get all my stuff done. Oh my God, gas is $2.40, 46 cents, that's cheap. You can get a Speedway Freeze. I think that's like a slushy for 89 cents. Any size. It doesn't say any size, but I'm assuming that's what it is. I'm gonna pull into the Target parking lot, and then I'm gonna go through the comments, because I said if you leave me questions, I'll talk about it. So we'll see if I got any questions. Of course, I'm sitting in one of the busiest areas in town at 4:30, getting ready to go into, oh my God, there's an escape room up there. I always forget that there's an escape room there. But going into one of the busiest times of day. And of course, I think that I'm gonna make it home really quick and get, you know, everything done that I wanna get done. My Lord, how long is this light? And then they have the turn. You guys, I got this message last night. I get so many nice messages, you know, I talk about that on here on a regular basis. But I got this message on Twitter, and her name is Miss Mary. So, hey, Miss Mary, how are you doing? And she sent me, she said, my son is grounded, and so he's drawing a picture of you. And he must be real young. And so... because it looks like an elementary school picture, you know, and she sent me the picture, and it's so sweet, you guys. It's like me with a hat, and I'm holding a drink, and it says like Peter Reviews stuff at the top of it. It totally made my night. I actually, when I pull in here, I'll show it to you. I showed it on my review channel, because I pulled it up sideways and I screenshot it, because I was like wanting to show it to Alex and Tanya. It just really made my night. It was really, like, I don't sometimes like think about like one of my friends, okay, so I don't really think like outside, it's just weird for me still, like the whole YouTube thing. I don't know when it becomes not weird. I don't know when that happens, you know? But it's still weird to me that like it's surreal that people like, I don't know, watch, like they're sitting there watching videos. I don't know why it's so crazy to me, but it just is, right? And that somebody's kid is like watching my videos. And one of my sober friends, she was actually at the kennel when I was there. So her son is like 12 or 13. She's like, Peter, he thinks you're a celebrity because you're on YouTube. She thinks it's so funny because she knows I'm not any kind of celebrity. She's like, he literally watches all your videos. And she's like, he knows that I'm going to hang out with you. And he's like a real sweet kid. But she's like, whenever he knows that I'm going to go hang out with you, he gets like, he's like, can I come? Can I come? Can I come? And we're like going to a meeting together, you know? I was telling her, I said, yeah, I reviewed the Starbucks Frappuccino. Oh, is this a parking space right here? Oh my God, I got princess parking. I said, yeah, I reviewed the Starbucks Frappuccino, Frankenstein Frappuccino. This woman is doing full circles. And she goes, well, I'm sure you watched it. I love doing the review channel. It's so much fun. Okay, let's see if I've gotten any questions so far. I wasn't getting a lot of questions. I was getting a lot of comments, actually. YouTube is doing this thing where I lose subscribers again. This is how I know it happens. It's when you upload. This happened to me like 2 years ago, and I know I've talked about it on here, but I uploaded a booktube video today, and I haven't uploaded a booktube video in like 3 days. As soon as I upload, I literally just uploaded it at 4 o'clock, and it's 4:35. When I uploaded it, I like immediately lost like 4 or 5 subscribers. Okay. Johnny Johnson put all blue hearts. Thank you, Johnny Johnson. Oh, and that was sweet. Jay said, hubby, who are you listening to? Me, Peter Mon. Hubby, oh, that guy? Let him know he's the reason you had the Christmas tree up before Thanksgiving last year, because you were all in the Christmassy mood all year. I am like starting to get in the Christmassy mood already, you guys. Okay, Annette said we pronounce Aldi like that in Denmark, Aldi. Cassidy said she's 23 years old and absolutely cannot stand going out to bars or clubs. So there's somebody else for you. Maybe you should do a Q&A with Alex's family that you're going to see, or what they thought of you when you were first getting together. Oh, that would be really good. Oh, that is a really good video. Because Fufu hasn't, well, I mean, Jesse and Fufu just started dating 3 years ago. Yeah, 3 years ago. And I met Fufu, he was like 14 or 15 when Alex and I started dating. I can't wait to see them. I'm so excited. Cassidy said she's new to the vlogs. Welcome, Cassidy! Jane said a really short vlog icon. Okay, Jessica, I'll take you up on your offer. Okay, Kathy's asking me about Snapple. Do we drink Snapple? Neither one of us drinks Snapple. I did back in the day. Sometimes I honestly didn't even know they still made it. Okay, Zoe, happy birthday, Zoe. Friday is your 24th birthday. Happy birthday, Zoe. I might read some of these comments later, but I was just like trying to look for questions. Madison said the Iceman, which is our book for next book for the book club, is really, really good. She said 10 out of 10 already. So, oh, this person that I read the other day, that I couldn't read their name, said, hi, Peter, my name used to be Taylor. I used to be in your live stream all the time. I noticed a lot that you talk negatively about your body. You're such a positive person. This is something I struggle with as well. How do you think we can be kinder to ourselves and change our perspectives? I think it's such a great question. I think it's really a phenomenal question, you know? I actually had a friend of mine say to me not too long ago, and it doesn't matter, but it's not Tanya. It's not anybody that's been in any of my videos or anything like that. But people, when I said it in another video, people speculated that I was talking about Tanya. My friend said to me, she said, when you say things about your body, do you know how that makes me feel? Because I'm so much heavier than you. And so when I hear you, like when you'll say, oh, I'm so fat, or I'm all this, or I'm all that, whatever, she's like, it makes me really feel bad about myself. And I thought, you know, that's so true. And for a couple of days after that, like it really stuck and I really worked on it. But I think it's just my go-to teardown, and I have done so much inventory, you guys, on it. I have done incredible amounts of inventory on negative self-talk and all that kind of stuff. I think to some degree, it's not me. I think to some degree, it's me, like, trying to hold myself accountable in my head, if that makes any kind of sense. Like, you need to make these changes, you need to continue to do this, and if I say this to myself, then I don't let myself kind of fall into the idea that I don't need to lose weight, like, I'm fine, you know what I mean? You should have viewers try to come up with fun titles each week for the next vlog that you can use if you don't have anything specific to call it. Okay, I think that's a great idea, Constantine. I want you guys all to leave in the comment sections below what you think I should call this vlog today. And maybe going forward, every day I'll pick a vlog title from you guys. Tiandra said, thanks for shouting me out. Thanks for the compliment. I just look that glamorous. I think you're also on Twitter and you sent me a message. I could be wrong though. Okay, Annabelle left me a really long message, and it's very personal, so I'm going to read it later. I'm not going to, I may talk about it on here later, Annabelle, but I'm going to read it first. Everybody's like, oh my God, you read my comment. Carrie said, I read this one earlier. I live in Michigan, and we have a Meijer, nice stores, but they're a little expensive. Oh, wait, that's not the message I read. They're all like, hey, where are you? I'm here. Somebody said we just got a Meijer in Michigan. What is it? Okay, Frank said, hey, Frank! Oh my God, Frank was so awesome. He was the one that sent me the Starbucks cups and all that kind of stuff. He sent me the Dior Sauvage cologne that Alex and I fight over every day. Okay. Me and my husband are thinking about picking up tennis. Any suggestions on how to begin and which brand of racket to go for to start? Okay, I have not really played tennis since high school, so I am the last person in the entire world to ask. I would suggest taking some lessons, maybe taking lessons together as a couple. I think that would be really fun. I think doing anything like that is fun. Actually, I know if I say this on here, I'm gonna get like so much shit for it because then people are gonna be like, do it. Alex and I have actually thought about taking cooking classes together, but like a really fun cooking class, like something different, you know? Like in Indianapolis, they have like a lot of sushi roll classes that you can take, and you can like learn how to roll sushi and things like that. I think that would be really fun. So I don't know, maybe think about taking a class together. I don't know anything about rackets today or any of that kind of stuff. Here's Anne with her, oh my God, what a cool thing you do. Oh, I love that. And yes, she is very attractive. It was actually, this is so funny that you said that because it's a friend of mine that I just saw. Okay, who is this? Somebody's telling me Amber is saying to tell Alex about my favorite acts. Crooked Colors is playing there. Tell Alex to definitely check them out if he likes Rufus DeSoul. Alex's favorite DJ in the entire world, or band, or whatever you want to call him, is Rufus DeSoul. It's literally on repeat in our house all the time. I'm like, if we have to listen to this song one more time, I'm gonna lose my mind. And the thing is, I love Rufus DeSoul too, but it's kind of very depressing music. If you've ever listened to Rufus DeSoul, it's like, just kind of like, some of the music's kind of sad to me. I don't always listen to real sad music. Okay, so MJ said, I was standing in line at the drugstore and a guy was behind me who was a real jerk in high school. I turned around to look at something and he said in a really aggressive, rude voice, aren't you going to say hello to me? I thought, same jerk, just older. Gave him a cold look and said, no, I don't have to put up with that shit anymore. Okay, you, Missy, Mr. whatever, are, because I don't know from just MJ, are like my friend, my bitter friend from high school, that she don't want to forgive any of these people. It's just like, whatever. I would have been like, oh my God, it's so good to see you. What have you been up to? Not much. See, that's shade. You throw him some shade. Okay. Melissa said, my husband and I had a similar marriage. We had different interests and did things separately quite often, but we agreed 100% on the things that were important. We fought sometimes. I was the side-eyed person in our marriage, but we never thought that because we were mad at each other that the love was gone. We were married for 22 years, and I never doubted that we would always love each other. He passed away 2 years ago, so I love hearing about you and Alex. You bring back happy memories. Thank you. Melissa, thank you for sharing that with me. That was awesome. And I love when people share really, really personal stories in the vlog. It means a lot to me. I appreciate it. And I'm sorry to hear about your husband's passing. Thank you, Christina. Oh, she left such a sweet message. You guys, you leave so many nice messages. But none of you left any questions, so I guess you don't care about me. I guess you're probably like, Peter, I don't, oh my God, I like refreshed it, and B. Tabor said, I want to know what was in that cooler. Don't we all? So if you haven't watched this for a long time, one night I was driving down this country road, and there was a cooler on the side of the road, and I was like gonna get out and look in it, but I was afraid it might be a head or something like that. Don't try to get ahead. Anyway, I was like so scared that I didn't want to like see what was in the cooler, and now the next day I went back and the cooler was gone, and I was prepared the next day to kick it and look inside. Because I'm 50 and I like to kick. I can't get that out of my head. I've had that stupid Saturday Night Live or Mad TV or whatever it is in my head forever, that 50, and I like to kick. But I was gonna kick that cooler, do you remember that? Or something, I was gonna open it and look inside. I think I was gonna kick it and run. But anyway, it was gone. So sadly, we won't ever find out what was in the cooler. Probably not much, but anyway, I like to imagine there was some real scary stuff in there. All right, you guys, I'm gonna run into the Target, so I will be back in just a little bit. Bye. So I'm back. And it is 11:30. Is the light gonna help at all? It's 11:30 p.m. and people are outside. Let me close the window. They're talking. And I brought Tanya to Kroger because she needed to run in and get some cookies or something for something that she's doing tomorrow. So here is her ginormous fountain pop. Here is mine. And she won't drink this. She will end up putting this in the refrigerator, and then like 3 days from now, she'll have like 3 or 4 of these, and she'll be like, see? And then she'll be like, oh, I'm gonna drink it, and then it'll just be, all that ice will melt and turn to grossness. So I thought, instead of just looking on my phone at stuff that's gonna bore me, I was like, I'm just gonna vlog now. So anyway, I am probably not gonna vlog for a really long time tonight. This vlog is gonna be shorter. Hold on a second. We have to leave the house at 3:45, which means I have to be up at 3 and filming. I have to be up at 3 to like take a shower and get ready and all that kind of stuff. And it is 11:31 right now. The only thing I have left to do is upload my vlog for tomorrow and pack. All of my stuff is laid out to be put in a suitcase. I have 2 pairs of shorts and 2 t-shirts that are in the dryer. They should be dried by now. And when I get home, all I have to do is put all that together in the suitcase, and then I am ready. I'm really excited. So this is kind of our plan for the week. So we fly in tomorrow, and we get in at 9, but Jesse and Fufu do not get off work until 2:30 and 3:30. So Alex and I are just gonna kind of like hang around the hotel, get something to eat, go to brunch maybe, walk around a little bit, and then wait for them to get off work. And then I don't know what we're gonna do after that, just maybe some shopping or something stupid. And then it's hot in here. And then it's actually cooler in San Diego than it is in Indianapolis. I just looked it up. And then tomorrow night, I told Alex I wanted to take them out somewhere to like a nice dinner, like somewhere, you know, because we haven't been out there to visit them, and I thought it would be nice for us to do that. So, we are going somewhere that's a rooftop tomorrow night. I don't know anything about it. I'm real excited, and we're gonna like get dressed nice and stuff. So that's tomorrow night, and then Friday they work. And they get off at 2:30 and 3:30 again. And so on Friday, I think that Alex and I might go to the San Diego Zoo. He's really wanting to do that. And so we're gonna do that on Friday. I told him I might get up and film some videos in the morning. So just depending on what time we get up and how much time we have and all that kind of stuff. will depend on how many videos I end up doing on what channels. I have all of my videos filmed for tomorrow. So when you are watching this, I have videos up on all my channels. I got like really into it today. I was like filming. I got so excited. I actually reviewed this thing. If you don't typically go over to my review channel and watch it, which it would mean the world to me if you would, and subscribe, because I'm just loving that channel so much. I reviewed this home diffuser that they sent me, and this company was so excited about me reviewing it, and I think it's going to be a really cool thing. So I unboxed it, and then when I get back, I'm going to use it, and then I'm going to do like a review of it when I get back and how it works and stuff like that. I just didn't want to plug it in and start using it while we were gone. So there's that. Okay, so I've always, ooh, I just like scratched my thumb. So, is she coming out? No, it's not her. Some guy in sunglasses at 11:30 at night. Are those sunglasses? Maybe they're not sunglasses. No, he looks, no, I don't think so. So anyway, so that's Friday, we're gonna go to the zoo, and then Friday night, we're just gonna go out for dinner and drink somewhere, and just kind of hang out. And then Saturday, I think we're going to the beach during the day, and then we're gonna come back. And then Saturday night, they're going to the music festival. It's from 5 to, it's till 11. They're gonna leave at like 4:35, and then get there at 11. And Alex tonight was like, do you want me to get you a ticket? Do you want to go, blah, 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 whatever. He was like, we can try to find you a ticket because it's sold out. And I was like, you know what? I think, no, I'm not going to. I think one night I'm gonna stay in the room and get room service and just kind of hang out and watch movies. And the other night, people have told me there's a casino in San Diego, so I'm thinking I might go to the casino. I know people are like, "You're gonna go to San Diego," but I think I'm gonna go to a casino while I'm out there. I do have some friends that live in San Diego, so I'm gonna hit them up, and if they're available, I'm gonna see if they want to maybe go to the casino with me, and maybe just like, I don't know, eat somewhere at the casino, or I might just walk around like downtown San Diego and, you know, get something to eat, go to a bookstore, whatever, because they're going early, so it'll be like early evening. And then Saturday night, when they get done, they're gonna go out afterwards. They're gonna come back to the hotel and change to go out. And so, they live really close to where we're staying. So they're gonna drop Alex off. He's gonna like take a shower after the music festival, get changed, and then we're gonna all go, I think we're all gonna go out together on Saturday night. And then, oh, here comes Tanya Jane. And then, on Sunday, they have the music festival, so we're gonna go to the pool again. And then Monday, Alex and I are just gonna do like the pool and the beach and stuff. And then we're gonna go over to their apartment on Monday night, and we're gonna, she's such an idiot. And then Monday night, we're gonna go over to their apartment, and we're gonna make a rapist. Fufu and Alex are gonna make a rapist for for Jesse and I. I'm sharing what we're doing on the trip.
Fun.
What did you get?
I got cookies for the vet.
Oh my God, you got so many cookies. What kind of cookies are these?
I have. I know. It's gonna be hard not to open them tonight.
I can't get this back in. Just put them in your car and don't take them inside the house.
Oh, you're so reasonable.
Do you smell my thing here?
It's Old Spice. Really good.
All right, I'm gonna get off here and I will be back in a little bit. Say bye, Tanya Jean.
Bye.
Say hi. You haven't been in a vlog in a long time. Say hi. All right, I'm back. Just dropped Tanya Jean off. And now I am gonna head on home. I'm gonna pull into the post office when I get up here because I wanna see if you guys, anybody left any questions, because I said ask me questions and nobody asked me any questions. I was gonna do a whole video about questions. Thank God I didn't wait for that, I guess. But, and then I'm gonna cut the vlog short, and I'm gonna go, they've been really long lately, so we can have a short vlog. And then they probably will be a little shorter this week while I'm in San Diego. And then I'm gonna go home and finish packing, and yeah, try to get a couple hours of sleep, which is gonna be like an hour or two of sleep at this point. I always do this the night before, but I told Alex, I said, well, maybe if they'll let us check in early, if we can check in, or even if we can just lay out by the pool, I can get like an hour or two of sleep then. So, and maybe in the afternoon too, you know, like, before we go to dinner or something. So, I'm sure I'll be fine. If not, I'll just get my second wind tomorrow, and then we will, I'll sleep great tomorrow like a baby. I always sleep really well in hotel rooms, so I'm excited. I'm super, super excited. Got all my movies downloaded. And yeah, all that. We start boarding at 5:30 in the morning. We always fly out so early. I don't know why. It's me. I'm always the one that schedules these flights. I always schedule them so early. I'm looking at the camera because the thing that's supposed to be like on my face is like over here. It just keeps on darting around. I don't know why. But yeah, I'm pretty ready. All I have to do is put my stuff in my suitcase. I told Alex, I said, I hate packing. He was like, why do you hate packing? I said, because I always feel fat. I don't feel like anything fits. And then I overpack. I always overpack. But like, I don't really know. And then like, I'll go and then I'll end up wearing the same shirt like twice. And then I'm like, I don't like, you know, and with like, okay, so I always am like, oh, I want to have like, you know, 2 different outfits to wear for the hotel room because I'll be in the hotel room a lot just kind of hanging out. And then I end up wearing like the same pajamas the whole week or something. Do you guys do that when you pack? And I end up looking at my stuff. I'm like, why did I bring all this stuff? Like 2 pairs of jeans, 4 pairs of shorts. You know what I mean? It's just like ridiculous. So, but if we go to the zoo, I want to have, like, I have a pair of shorts. For the plane, I have a pair of shorts. For the plane ride back, I have a pair of shorts. And then, yeah, I'll be fine. It's going to be perfectly fine. I'm excited. It's going to be fun times. Alex has been wanting to get out there and see them out there and see their place for so long. So now Carlos and Liliana have to go out there. We were talking to Carlos the other day. He said he wants to plan a trip with the kids and take them out there because there's so much to do in San Diego for the kids, you know. So they're looking at trying to do that sometime here in the next couple months. I got to look into the Denver stuff and see if we're going to still do Denver for like a long weekend to visit Susie. I need to just call her. When I get back, I'm going to call Susie. I mean, not tonight. When I get back from San Diego, I'm going to call her and be like, okay, when are the weekends that are good for you? I think we talked about like the first 2 weekends of November or something. Because her daughter is going to be out of town. I can't remember when she told me she was going to be out of town, but anyway. We'll figure it out. If we can't make it in November, we'll go in like the early spring or maybe, you know, I wanted to go somewhere in January. I really want to go somewhere warm. The thing is, I'm finding like I really want to go to Barbados or Curacao or Aruba. Aruba is really expensive in January and February. I found 2 places that I like in Curacao and Barbados, but the flights to get there are absolutely ridiculous. I don't like to fly United, and United is like one of the easiest ways to get there, but I don't necessarily want to fly United. And then the other flights, they're like literally like you stop 3 times and it's just like, oh my god, this is crazy. I didn't really think it would be that hard. I thought we would fly like from here to Atlanta there, or from here to Miami and Miami there, but apparently it's just not that easy. I don't know. Maybe there are certain days that it's easier to fly in than others. I'll have to look in there and see. I don't know. Maybe I only looked at a couple of different days. So I'm gonna look at the comments on the vlog right now. Like way down here, so I'm gonna look at the comments and see if I got any questions about anything. It is hot in here tonight. What did I just push? Do it for the vlog. Okay, go to my vlog. Go into the comments. Somebody shared something real personal on here. A lot of you shared really personal stuff on here. tonight. Oh, thank you, K-Bo. That was so nice. Oh my God, you guys, so many of you shared really personal stories. I need to sit down and read these. I'm gonna read these tomorrow when I'm sitting at the airport. Okay, regarding the Aldi question, did you know it's a German chain? I pronounce it like Aldi when I'm speaking English, but I guess it sounds a bit more like Aldi in German. My German husband and I use both the English Aldi and the German Aldi, but saying Aldi with an American accent is just plain wrong as far as I'm concerned. Edit. Oh my God, you are laying down some truths about love and relate. Oh, thank you. Stephanie, just want to say thank you for keeping me company, whether it's in the mornings while I clean. Oh, thank you. Stephanie, we're going to get you reading. You guys share such really sweet things with me. I really appreciate it. What financial advice would you give to a young person? Okay. Start a savings account early. It doesn't matter how much you put into it. If you can put $5 a week into it, $10 a week, but that adds up over time, and don't touch it unless you absolutely have to. That would be my first thing. My second thing would be, if you can buy real estate when you're younger, do. That was some advice that was given to me when I was younger. I wish I had taken it earlier. You know, like, instead of living in an apartment for 15 years, if you can afford it, you know, get a house, get a condo, do something like that so that you're actually putting your money into some kind of equity. Read Dave Ramsey's Total Money Makeover would be another one of my big suggestions. And I would also suggest to read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It changed my life on how I looked at money and relationships and things like that. But I wish I had read the book when I was younger. I actually gave it to my brother-in-law that I'm going to visit when he graduated from college, because I just think it's such a phenomenal book. Elizabeth said, "Oh my God, you read my comment to you read my reply to the comment about my dad's pug. Whenever I watch your vlogs, I tell my son, he's 5 weeks old now. Time to watch Uncle Peter." Oh, I love that. Thank you. You guys are leaving such overwhelmingly nice comments tonight. Oh my God. Tabitha, I mean, everybody just left really nice comments. I cannot read some of these names because I need my readers on. Okay. Elise said, "Peter, this is a comment for your Q&A. I think," and this is a good idea actually, "I think you should do a cooking video. That would be so funny. I want to learn how to make orange bread. Do you think your mom would have liked to have been in your videos if she was alive?" Okay. I actually think the idea for me to cook some of my mom's favorite recipes is a really good idea. So I may do that, I think. Maybe just do like a cook with me video on my Peter Mon channel or my review channel or something. Here's the thing. My mom was, she would have got a kick out of YouTube. Like, she really would have thought it was funny and like being on camera and like us joking back and forth and her being able to watch that. She really would have had a hard time with random cruel comments. She wouldn't have understood that. She didn't really understand, do you hear that bird at all? That always reminds me of the movie To Kill a Mockingbird. She didn't really understand people who were just mean or cruel for no reason. Like, she never understood that. Like, in life, like 20 years ago, 30 years ago, you know, when, not before social media and all that kind of stuff, you know, when people would just pick people apart and stuff like that, she just really didn't understand it. You know, like, even like, you know, when I was younger, like in high school or whatever, and I'd be like, well, I just don't like her or whatever. She'd be like, you know, that's unnecessary. Like, we don't need, that's unnecessary. So she, I think, wouldn't have understood it. She wouldn't have understood, like, the social media toxicity that goes along with it and all that kind of stuff. I think it really would have kind of, what is going on here? It always makes me nervous when I'm sitting here by myself and somebody pulls up. and they park over there instead of right next to me when there's not one other car in this entire parking place. I think it would have made her nervous. I think she wouldn't have wanted, like my dad is really private. Like my dad has asked, like if I said to my dad, I really want you to be in a video about recovery, I want us to talk about recovery. He said in the past that he would think about it. My dad is a really, really private person. I don't know that he would want to put himself out like that. Like he chooses to be private in many facets of his life. And I just think that my mom would have been very similar to that. She would have said, like she would have been in a video like how Tanya just was. She would have just like jumped in or jumped out. But I don't think that she would want to be like to sit. I think she would have had a hard time. She would have wanted to read the responses to it, but I don't know that she could have handled all of the responses to it, if that makes sense. So, but I think me doing some cooking videos about her, with like things that she cooked, I think that would be great. Okay. And then they're just gonna leave? Ryan said, me and my wife have watched your videos since 2016 and we love hanging out with you. I love your style and you and your videos motivated me to take the jump and finally upload a video myself. Oh, great. I hope I'm able to gain the same confidence as you. Thanks for being so awesomely motivating and consistent for your viewers. Oh, I love that. I wonder what your channel name is because it can't just be Ryan. Maybe it is. But I'm on the creator app, so I can't hit it to see if, oh, and then they went over there to park? Oh, now they're walking in. Okay. Hey, Sean. She always leaves comments every video. What is Alex binge watching on Netflix? I need a new series. Okay, so he just finished 13 Reasons Why. He said he thought it was the best of all 3 seasons. And then, like that book caused a lot of controversy on BookTube, so I'm real divided on 13 Reasons Why. And the way that they portrayed it, and all that. I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna watch it. Season 3. Somebody said The Good Place, which my friend just recommended to me the other day. Alex watches all of the Marvel shows, so he loves all of the Marvel things. I don't know what else that he's watched recently. Oh, what was he just watching that he really, really liked? It was something that surprised me. He loves all of those like narco shows. Like he's kind of obsessed about that. He was talking to somebody about that the other day. He loves those shows. Alex literally sits and binge watches a show. Like that was what he was watching last night was 13 Reasons Why. He literally binge watches like a show like that quick. I want to watch Unbelievable. That's one of the shows I want to watch with Toni Collette. Evan said, I can't stand pulled pork because of you, Peter. I didn't think pulled pork was gross until I started watching your videos. Those are all the questions I got. Nobody left me any questions, but thank you for all your comments. Man, it's hot in this car. That's it. So anyway, I'm gonna go home now and I am going to finish packing and get some sleep done, and then I will probably be vlogging literally because I have to charge my battery too. My other battery is at home. It was like completely just from filming videos all day long. I literally would have to take a battery, take it out, put it in the camera, put the other one in the charger, and then while I was filming the video, like almost every single video it started to die on. I filmed a video for tomorrow that's a Q&A on my main channel. My drama channel video for tomorrow is a Q&A. It's like 45, 46 minutes long. It's really, well, I can tell you exactly how long it is. It's really long. It's already ready to go. And it's also a sponsored video by Scentbird, which I love their products. keep one of their colognes. I have one over there too for anybody that is in my car, usually Tanya Jean, but here you go. I love their products and I love their services, and so yeah, I keep these in the car in case anybody needs cologne or if I need cologne. And so I did that, but anyway, how long is it? 46 minutes and 26 seconds, so it's really long. And I answered a lot of things over there. I answered actually some things that I haven't talked about. I talked a lot about a lot of the lessons that I've learned in the last year and things like that. So check that out. But my camera kept on dying. It died during the middle of that. And oh, no. It just stopped because it was at the 23 minutes. Oh, it almost died at the end. That's what happened. It was dying. The battery was almost dying at the end. And then I had to go put the other battery in, and I'm like filming Peterism's videos, filming this, filming a review video. And every time I was filming a video, it would like go to orange on the battery. And I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to get this done. And so I got to go home. The other battery is charging. I got to charge this battery, so I have two full batteries. And yeah, and I will start probably vlogging here in a few hours. So the next time you guys see me, I will be either on my way to San Diego. This shirt just is doing Peter no favors. Can we just talk about this? Large margin charge. So anyway, which is so funny because, like, I mean, I wear these stupid Target t-shirts everywhere, and this one, I don't know if you can see, but it's like lavender. And I was somewhere, I don't know where I was, but this guy was like, a sweet shirt. He was like, I love that color purple or something like that. And I was like, this is so funny. This shirt is just like 2XL, super baggy. It makes me look like crap. But anyway, oh, but we're okay, I'm gonna start working on also more self-positive talk too. I think that's important. So I'm gonna get off here and I'm gonna head home and finish packing and trim my beard and shave, and then yeah, be on my way. I'm excited. I'm really excited about this trip. So I'm really excited about just kind of relaxing for a week, you know, and not having errands to run and all that kind of stuff. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Oh, that's not how you finish your vlog, Peter. What are you doing? My God, I almost forgot. Okay, so I hope you guys are having an amazing Thursday, unless you have other plans. But like I always say, do not have other plans. Make the most of your day. Listen, life is short. Life is really short. It is not a dress rehearsal. Do something today that you're gonna be proud of. Do something today that's gonna make you happy. Do something today that's gonna make somebody else happy. You know, pass on the positivity, you know, do a random act of kindness. Do something, and do something that's gonna make you happy too, you know? Like I said, and if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. Make sure that you look at yourself in the mirror every single day. My husband just texted me. Make sure, what did he say? I'm about to shower and crash. And make sure that you look at yourself in the mirror every single day and you say, I love you, you are valuable, you are important. And let's all start working on a little bit more self-positivity talk. Talking ourselves up into some confidence and, you know, feeling better about ourselves. I think that's a really valid point that I was talking. Was that earlier today or was that yesterday in my vlog? I think it was today. And most importantly, make sure that you pass it on to somebody else and let them know. Well, first of all, make sure that you do the positive affirmations every day, and then you put the Post-it notes on your mirror and you say good things about yourself. And, you know, and if you haven't tried this like I do, start your day with, you know, prayer, meditation. You don't have to do prayer, but just talk to the universe or the wind or whatever. Meditation, positive affirmations, good talk, you know, throughout the day while you're in the shower, bathroom, getting ready. Say, this is going to be a good day. Good things are going to happen today. I'm going to have some great opportunities come my way. I'm going to meet some exciting new people. I'm going to have a really great day today. I think our attitude going into each day is really important. And so yeah, and most importantly, make sure that you let somebody else know how important they are to you, and that this guy's now walking out, and that you let somebody else know how important they are to you, and that you pass it on to somebody else. And we gotta let people know that they matter to us. So I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya. Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing tonight? Well, I did it again. I slept straight through the night. It is currently 6:08 a.m. on Saturday. So this is Friday's vlog. But I feel really rested. So the reason why it's a problem is not so much that I'm getting up at 6 a.m. and filming my vlog, which I'm sure is strange to a lot of people, but it's not strange to me. Actually, I saw my neighbor yesterday, my new neighbor that moved in. She was like, "You have kind of crazy hours." And I said, "Yeah." And she knew that I like make videos for YouTube. And I was explaining to her what I do, and I said, you know, sometimes I like to go to sleep with Alex, and so like I'll go to sleep with Alex, and then I'll wake up and be like, oh my god, I forgot, you know, I still have to go vlog, and so I'll go outside and I'll vlog and whatever. And she was like, that's so much fun that you get to do that. And I was like, yeah, I love it, you know. So anyway, it wouldn't really be a problem today because I would go back home and maybe go back to sleep for a couple hours, although I'm weirdly like awake. And I think the reason is because I literally got 7+ hours of sleep. I slept straight through the night. I mean, I was out. I remember like Alex and he like put his hand across my chest, and we were like talking about today or Saturday, and I turned like, and I was like, good night, babe, love you. And I like turned over and I was out. Like, I don't remember anything after that. And he was on his phone when I told him good night. So, it is cold in Indianapolis. It is 30 degrees. Oh, but the reason why, like, it usually wouldn't matter, but today it does, is because today is Carlitos' birthday party, which is at 2 p.m. And I'm meeting Alex there because he has like work stuff he has to do today. And then I got some water before I left. I was so thirsty for water. You know, and of course I want to make videos and stuff. So we've got to figure out a time to do that because we're apparently going to his birthday party at 2 o'clock. I'm sure that will probably go 2 hours, 3 hours, and then we're supposed to go back over to Carlos and Liliana's for like, to hang out and do like birthday cake or something over there. So it'll end up being this very long deal. Well, I also have my audiobook that I have to listen to. And so my plan had been to really drive around tonight, Saturday night, and listen to like 4 hours of it. That had been my plan, to listen to 4 hours on Saturday night and 4 hours on Friday night, sorry, and 4 hours on Saturday night, and then have the whole thing done. I know there are some people that are like so confused right now, like what day it is and whatever, watching this. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. It's like Janice Joplin said, it's all the same effing day, man. But you know, like, I was gonna listen to 4 hours on Friday night. I was gonna get my vlog done early, and then, because that's why I laid down at like 10:30 and something like that, and I was gonna lay down from 10:30 to like 11:30, I think is when I set my alarm, and then get up, and I was gonna vlog from like 11:30 to 12:30, and then I was going to listen to my audiobook till like 4:30 in the morning. And then tonight, I was gonna listen to like another 4 hours throughout the day, and then I'd have the book done. Well, now I've screwed myself because it is the day before the live stream. We may have to move the live stream. I just don't know how I'm possibly gonna get this book done in 24 hours. I don't know. I need to talk to Mel about it today. I mean, it's not like it's a huge ordeal. There's only like 30 people that come to the live stream, which is great. You know, I mean, I've never in a million years thought I'd ever have a book club that had that, you know, 30 to 50 people that attend. Here's my coffee lip balm. There's like 2,000 people that are active, like, well, 2,000 people in the book club. And of course, not everybody reads the book every month, but there's quite a few people that read the book that just don't come to the live stream. I would do the live streams on YouTube since I figured that out. But last time we guested a bunch of people. That water tastes so good. But last time we guested a bunch of people. And I want to be able to do that again, and you cannot do that on YouTube Live anymore. Plus, I can kind of like moderate what's going on a little bit easier. The fact that it's smaller, I don't know, keeps it just a little bit nicer. So, because it doesn't go so fast, you know. So that's supposed to be on Sunday at 4 p.m. I'm gonna have to talk to her today and see what we're gonna do. I don't want to go into it just not having finished the book. I like the book. I just don't know that there's any way that I can possibly get it done. That means I have to listen to 9 hours in 24 hours. I just don't know that there's any possible way that I can get that done. So anyway, but I had kind of planned that on Saturday I wasn't sure that I was going to make videos anyway because of Carlitos' birthday party, and I just kind of wanted to be with family and stuff. So I was like, well, maybe I'll just take the day. But on Friday, because I was so busy, I had like all this sobriety stuff to do on Friday. I was like, I had like this commitment in the early evening, and then I was had to meet with a friend of mine in the afternoon. And I was like, well, maybe, but I ended up making videos on Friday. So, okay, what did I do? I got up, and like I said, this vlog, did I say this already? This vlog is not going to be super long. It just can't be, you guys, today, because I have too many things. I'm on my way currently, well, I'm in the direction of, whenever I finish vlogging, I'll probably go in there and do it. I'm in the direction of going to get Carlitos' birthday present. Alex already got him something. He got him a bunch of Spider-Man stuff. Apparently when he was at Target. So Alex got off work yesterday and he went over and picked up Sarah, and then they went to Target and he bought Carlitos' birthday present. He was gonna get it from both of us, but I was like, no, I want to get him something too. So when he was there, he FaceTimed Carlitos and like was showing him stuff, and I was like, well, that makes it real exciting for the kids. So he got him like the Spider-Man stuff. He really wants a remote control car, so I think I'm gonna get him a remote control car is what I'm gonna do. People are up and early at Denny's this morning. So yeah, that's the direction I'm going in. But anyway, what was I gonna say? So this is gonna have to be a short vlog today. I got up on Friday and I'm trying to think of what I did. Oh, like I got up and I took the dogs out, gave PP his medication, and then I had to like leave and get out of the house because I had to go meet up with my friend. And so I went and met up with my friend for coffee. And then I had a bunch of errands to run after that. My day seemed to go so quick because I didn't leave there until like 3, and then I had to be at this recovery commitment thing at 5, and so it was like my day went super fast. I came home in between and I filmed. Did I do it afterwards or before? No, I did it afterwards. After, so like I'm just saying it was like an hour long. It's like an hour and a half long. And then I got home about 6:45 and I filmed a video for my Peter Mon channel, and then I filmed a video for my Peterisms channel. And I wanted to do a review video, but I didn't get to it. And, not enough hours in the day. That's how I feel. was thinking about this yesterday because I announced my book and my Peterisms channel so I'm going to start doing this like every month on my Peterisms channel. I'm going to read a book. There's going to be like, it's like kind of like a read along, not necessarily like a book club, but like a read along. Self-help or motivational book. And so for November, I'm reading The Four Agreements and by Don Miguel Ruiz. I've never read it before. I heard it was fantastic. And, but I was thinking about like how in my life I've had people like criticize me and be like, you're always starting things, you're always like new ideas, and you sometimes like don't like your ideas never, come to fruition, but a lot of times they do, a lot of my ideas that I've started, like a book club or like a vlog or whatever, have taken on a life of their own, or YouTube. When I started doing YouTube on BookTube, that was like when I was committed to like posting regularly. I never thought, I never in a million years thought that it would turn into this, where it literally became my life. I just really had no idea. And that was just 3.5 years ago. So it's crazy how, much your life can change in such a short amount of time. I posted this picture yesterday on my Instagram, and I was like, can't wait to be back. It was like from Miami, and I was like, can't wait to be back in Miami, or be back in Miami next week or something. Will be our second home, hopefully very soon or something. Oh my God, I got so many people from like my personal life that called me and was like, are you moving? Did you not tell us something? Blah, 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 whatever. Like Melissa texted me and she was like, are you moving to Miami? What's going on? I was like, Melissa, we were just at your house last night. Don't you think we would have told you? And, but we have kind of been on the down low looking at houses, and it's been very exciting. We have some areas picked. And we kind of did anyway, that we, like, areas that we were looking at. I would love to be right in South Beach, but that's just not realistic. It's just too expensive. And as much as I like that Brickell area, which is one of the areas that we looked at, I just don't know that we can afford that. Like, I just think, I just don't want to be house poor for a second home, that we're not going to be in all the time. And it's not really in an area that you could Airbnb it. You could, but I don't know that. I don't know. And that's not really what I want to do with a place anyway. Like, if I have my own second place, like, I want to have my own second place that I can go to whenever I want. But, so anyway, yeah, I don't think I really want to say a whole lot more about that right now. But we are seriously starting to look at some places. The other thing is that we would never move completely from Indianapolis. We would go back and forth. PP had a great day today. He was weird. I don't know if maybe it's the weather and now he's used to it or what, but he woke up today, and what is this sandwich called? It says, is it called a Pilgrim? It's like all turkey. The Pilgrim, it is. And it's like, oh, a Thanksgiving feast in every bite, and it's cranberry sauce and turkey, and at the Get-Go gas station. They should sponsor my channel, the Get-Go, for me sending people to go eat their Thanksgiving feast sandwich. See, that's like something that sounds good if I wasn't a vegetarian. But like, turkey almost sounds worse to me though than a cheeseburger, in all honesty. PB did great today. I think he coughed like once the entire day, and he was super active, and he was running around in the backyard. I don't know if maybe he's just, now it's 34 degrees, that's so weird. Maybe he is just used to the weather. I think what happened was the night before I had felt bad for him because he just seemed so hungry, and he doesn't like that food. So I gave him like a huge plate of Boo and Tucker's food, and he literally ate it down in like 2 seconds. And I think it just made him sick. I think like he was like, his little stomach couldn't handle it, and I thought I was doing something right, you know. He just hates that food that he eats. Like, he hates it. Like, tonight we put it down, and he wouldn't eat it. And you know what was so funny was, I stood in the kitchen finally, and I was like, Pee-Pee, I was like, that food is perfectly fine. You need to eat your food, Pee-Pee. And he looked up at me, and then he started eating the food. When I stood right there, he ate it. Like, ate it. And, like, not like just nibbled around it, but like he ate it. But then he did that for like 5 minutes, and then he looked up at me and he like walked away, and like half the plate was left. I was like, damn it, baby. You know, and our vet had always said, she said, I would rather have a lean dog with a heart disease than a heavy dog with heart disease. So, you know, she's always happy with his weight, but I don't want him to get thin. Like, I don't want him, you know. And Pee-Pee's never been heavy, and he's never been super thin. So, but he's doing much better today. He was running around the backyard and chasing his brothers, and then I had to, like, he's so funny. At one point, like, Boo and Tucker came inside, and I was like, Pee-Pee. I was like, come on, Pee-Pee, let's go inside. Let's have treats. And he just, like, looked at me. And so I, like, walked inside, and I was, like, doing some other stuff, and I came back out there, because, like, he just walked around the backyard, and I go, Pee-Pee, I go, come on, we gotta have treats, let's go. And he just, like, stopped and looked at me, and then he kept on, like, sniffing the grass. So I let him keep on walking around. I went back out there like 3 or 4 minutes later. And I go, Pee-Pee, I go, you better come on. And he just stopped and looked at me, and I go, okay, I guess no treats then. And he came like running inside. It was so funny. It's so weird, you know, like Alex said to me yesterday, he said, I'm starting to worry that maybe Pee-Pee is starting to wind down. You know, that because like a lot of what we've read, I need to stay off those articles, but like, my vet always tells me that. She's like, every situation is completely different. Do not read articles about that stuff. But, you know, they'll say, oh, dogs with heart disease start to wind down, and they get real lethargic at the end, and they lose their appetite. You know, it's like, so I pick, you know, and choose symptoms that Pee-Pee has and put them all together and basically say, well, it's over, you know. And then I get real worried and real stressed out. And so Alex was like, yesterday, he was like, because Pee-Pee just didn't seem himself at all. And he was like, I think maybe he's starting to wind down. And Alex got real upset. And I was like, oh, I'm not ready for this. You know, I'm just not. I'm not ready for my life to change that drastically, I guess. And, I mean, we don't have any control, you know, over when pets go. I get so many, you know, comments in the comment sections from you guys. It just breaks my heart for you when you're like, oh, my, you know, I lost my dog today, or, and I always feel so horrible for you guys, you know. And I mean, I know it's a part of of life, you know, but so anyway, I was worried I was going to wake up and he was going to be 10 times worse than he had been on Thursday, but that wasn't the case. So he was 100% better, and I was very happy about it. And he's doing good this morning, because right before I left, I took them out, and he just leaped off the bed to go outside, and I took him outside, and then I gave him his morning medicine and stuff, so. Anyway, was singing that Donna song for Alex. I was like, oh, Donna. He was like, I was like, do you know that song? He was like, no. And I'd actually downloaded it like a couple weeks ago, and so I have it like on my iPad, or what do you call it when it's in your phone? Just your iTunes? Is that what you call it? Just your iTunes? I was like, here, I'm gonna play it for you. He was not impressed, and I was standing up and I was like swaying it, and I was using it as like a microphone, and I had a girl and I was her name. But my favorite part of this song, what's my favorite part? Well, it's not till the very end. I didn't realize it till I was listening to the song. It's like the last 30 seconds. So then I was like, do you know Richie Valens? And he was like, didn't he die in a plane? And I go, is that all you know, about Richie Valens? And he goes, well, what do you know? And I go, didn't you see the movie? And he goes, what movie? And then I couldn't remember what the movie was called, you guys, and I had to like look it up. And I couldn't remember it, and I looked up Richie Valens movies. Well, apparently, to my idiocy, Richie Valens was like in a ton of movies, like in the 50s or 60s or whatever, you know, like Elvis was. And so it pulled up all of those movies, and I was like, what was that? And then all of a sudden it pulled up Lou Diamond Phillips' picture, and I was like, yes, Lou Diamond Phillips, that's who it is. And it was La Bamba, and I had totally forgot that it was da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, la-la-la-la-la-la Bamba. So I said to Alex, this is truly what it is like living with me, just so you know. So for you 14 haters that dislike my video every day, this is what it would be like for you all the time. But anyway, I was like, do you know that movie? And he was like, what movie? And I was like, la 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 Bamba. I know I missed or added a few laws in there. But anyway, I hope I got one of my haters to at least smile just a little bit, because y'all are so bitter. But anyway, better! He said, of course I know that movie. I go, well, you don't know Donna. He goes, well, who's Donna? And I go, Donna was his girlfriend in the movie. He goes, he died in a plane accident. I go, I know he died in a plane accident, Alex, but he had a girlfriend, her name was Donna, and he wrote a song for her. Was she his wife or something? I can see her in the movie. Whatever happened to Lou Diamond Phillips? So Alex and I tonight, I got done with my videos. He came home. I did not start my diet today. I'm sure it's a real surprise to people, and I'm real let down over it. But anyway, I was like, well, maybe Monday. Anyway, maybe Monday in June. I mean, it's just a joke, isn't it? So anyway, I got food, not healthy food either. I got Burger King. And so anyway, and sat there and ate, and he had all this chili, and we watched both episodes, the last 2 episodes of American Horror Story that we hadn't watched. It's so still on the, I was at the end and didn't even know it. It's so still on the lake this morning. But we watched both episodes of American Horror Story that we hadn't seen, and yeah, it was good. I might have gotten Burger King and a Crunchwrap Supreme. A black bean Crunchwrap Supreme. And my husband might have had several bowls of chili and 2 cookies from Melissa's. Look, it was Friday night. Anyway. So, yeah, so we watched American Horror Story. I'm trying to think what the episodes were. They were good. It just doesn't seem very cohesive to me this season. I'll have to say, this is one of the seasons, American Horror Story. It's called 1984 if you're not watching it. And it's basically like modeled after like 80s horror movie, of which you know I love. And like, I was really excited about it when it started, and I'm not excited about it now. Like, it's okay. Like, I enjoy watching it, and I enjoy it. I enjoy having a show together that Alex and I watch. He really doesn't like the season, and but I'm just not that excited about it. I just don't think it's that good. I find myself talking about other stuff. Like, we were sitting there, we both love Billy Lords, I think is her name. And so he was like, he said something about her tonight. And I said, I love her. I said, she's fantastic. She was in Scream Queens too. And he was like, she just came out of nowhere. And I said, she's one of the richest women in Hollywood. And he goes, what? And I go, she's one of the richest women in Hollywood. And he said, we have this argument every time, he forgets who she is. And he goes, from doing Scream Queens in this show, no, she's not. And I go, her mother was Carrie Fisher, and her grandma was Debbie Reynolds. I don't know why I can always never remember it's Debbie Reynolds. And I said, I think she and her brother split the inheritance or something like that. Or she and Carrie Fisher's brother split the inheritance or something like that. And he was like, really? And I was like, yeah. I go, Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia from Star Wars. He's like, I know. He was so cute tonight. Alex had all the dogs around him. But then because all the dogs, Boo and Tucker were like right together. It was so cute. But because so he sits down and then he puts the blanket over his lap. And then the dogs like all sit on the blanket around him. But then he thinks that is a reason to have me go get him things. So he was like, I have some sprees in there. But he said they were sweet tarts. He was like, I have some sweet tarts in there. Can you get those for me? And I went in there. And I was like, you mean sprees? He was like, yeah, sprees. Can you give me my sprees? I was like, yeah, sure. Then he was like, can you give me another blanket? Like, is there anything else you want me to do? Because you can't get up. He's like, I have the dogs. He kept on going, I have the dogs. Oh, man. I met a girl. Oh, that's my favorite part where it goes, oh, Jana. But that's at the very end, in case you want to know. It's like literally in the last 30 seconds. We went to a friend's house the other night that's like up the street, and we came from the other way, like down here, coming this way, and I never go down there. Like, I always turn around in this church, which is like out in the middle of nowhere anyway. If you live in Indianapolis, I'm in Oak Landon right now, which I have no reason to drive to Oak Landon, right? It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. So, but it's like the backside of Geist, which is where I grew up. So if you go down here, there's like a gas station and like strip malls and stuff like that. So we came from that direction and we were going over here, and Alex said something about where, he goes, oh, I know where we are now. He was like, you know, me and so-and-so used to go to lunch over here all the time because Alex used to do a bunch of work stuff over here. And I was like, oh yeah. And all of a sudden we passed this church and I was like, that's that church that I turn around in all the time. It's at 800. The street is 800. Like 800 North or something. I can't see what it says. 800 Northwest or something. And I thought it said Boo on it. I was like, oh my God, it's Boo Street. That's so hilarious. And all of the corn is gone out here. Whenever I tell Alex that, like, I'll be like, oh yeah, I vlog out here. And he'll be like, you vlog out here? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, you come out all the way out here and vlog. And I'm like, yeah, where do you think I vlog? Around our neighborhood? Like 200 times or something? I just got the biggest craving for a Dr. Pepper. I don't even know why. Doesn't that sound so good though right now, a Dr. Pepper? You're probably like, no. Why would you just randomly think of that? Because I do. It sounds delicious to me. I want to get a bunch of Christmas candles and Christmas stuff. I don't know when I want to put up the Christmas decorations this year. Well, really, it's just my little tree. But I might buy some other things this year and put it up too. But I don't want the house to be too cluttered. Although the other day I said to Alex, did he bring it up or did I bring it up? Because we were talking about getting new sheets. I love that comforter. I love so much. We might need to get like another one in a different color or something, so that when we clean them, we can just put the new one on. But he said, I was thinking about getting some new sheets, and I said, do you want to get another pair of sheets? Because I really liked that brand of jersey sheets I got. And that's what I meant. And he was like, yeah, do you want to get flannel? And I go, flannel? And he was like, I haven't had flannel sheets in forever, but I like flannel looking sheets that are jersey, you know? And he was like, yeah, you know, and because I had said to him, I said to him like a month or two ago, like, could we get some flannel sheets? So I like how they look, and I think they're cute and masculine and stuff. And he was like, yeah, he was like, we can get some flannel sheets. And then the other day he like mentioned it. He was like, are we going to get the flannel sheets? And I was like, well, we can. I can't believe that, like, I don't know what just made me think of this, that like every day of my dad's life, like he's been up for like 2 hours already. Like I know if I went to my dad's house right now, like he would have like read the newspaper, had like his first 2 cups of coffee for the day, and be like completely showered and dressed for the day, even on a Saturday. My dad was never like the type that, like, when he went into work, my dad is a super sharp dresser. And when I was a kid, he went to Chicago and he got his suits from this store called Mark Shale in Chicago. And my dad always wore the coolest suits. Like, in the winter, I just remember he had the most beautiful suits, and they were like, you know, all these tweeds and, you know, and then he would have just really pretty ties, and he always just looked like a college professor, you know, at Yale or something like that. And he wears little round rim glasses and stuff. And so anyway, my dad loves clothes, and he's just, but like those kind of clothes, you know, he's just a sharp dresser. But you know how like some people, like I can remember like when I was talking to Caroline, my cousin Caroline, about her dad, my Uncle Dave, and she would say, you know, Dad every day, no matter what, gets up and he puts on like khakis and like a button-down collared shirt, you know? Well, that is not my dad. That is not my dad. My dad is very much, like he gets up every day and takes a shower. He like gets up, reads the paper. My dad reads like every day, like the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, every single day. And drinks his coffee, and then probably reads some other book. My dad's always reading some obscure book about something that you would never, he goes to the bookstore and he buys like, he only reads nonfiction, and he buys like, you know, 5 or 10 books on topics that you have never heard of before about things. He just reads everything random. So when we go and see him, he's always telling us about, you know, something completely random about like, this religious organization, you know, in this island that nobody's ever heard of. Not religious organization, but religious group or whatever, you know, or it'll be about a certain way to like, you know, make tea, or some animal that's extinct or something. He's always reading about all these like just really random things. But anyway, but like on the weekends, my dad would get up, you know, and he would, showered and ready, but he would always just like in the summer, you know, put on like shorts and a t-shirt. My dad always, so this idea of me collecting t-shirts wherever I go, my dad did it. And it wasn't so much like a thing that he collected. I wouldn't say that he collected them. He just always bought t-shirts wherever he went. So like, you know, my entire childhood was filled with my dad. My dad has worn Patagonia since I can remember. And he always would wear these like grayish or khaki Patagonia shorts that were kind of like mid-thigh, but they were like sailor shorts, because my dad always was on a boat, and because he had his own sailboat, and then he just was always on sailboats. He did like a lot of like medical missionary work on sailboats and stuff like that. So then he would have a t-shirt on top of it that would say like Honduras or, St. Thomas or something. He had all these t-shirts, mostly from like the Caribbean, that he would wear. And that he would get grabbed in the airport or whatever, or some bar that, like restaurant, like in these places. My dad was like such a cool guy. He, and he was single for a long time too, and he really enjoyed, I think, being single. And he enjoys being with my stepmom, but I think the time that he was single, he enjoyed it, because every winter, it would scare my mom to death. This was after they were separated, but he would go to Banff, Alberta, Canada. I think that's correct. And he would hike in the Canadian Rockies by himself. I have several t-shirts from when I was a kid that said Banff on them, and he did too. But he would hike there when he was a kid, or when I was a kid, by himself. He would go up there for like 2 or 3 weeks. He actually dated this girl for a while that he met up there, and she was from Australia. She was from New Zealand, and she was like one of the editors on the movie The Man from Snowy River. But anyway, she was like a world traveler. That was before like people just had like a backpack and traveled, I remember. He was so excited. She came to like visit. She stayed for like an extended period of time, and we like watched that movie, which I don't think I ever really understood. But anyway, and at the very end, her name was in the credits. But my dad, that was when he did a lot of traveling like that. That's when he did like a lot of the medical work, like in Honduras and places like that. My mom would be like, I can't believe that he's taking all these risks. That was when he went to the US Open. So, okay. My dad, so I come from a big tennis family. Like, my family loves tennis. So my dad went to the US Open one year, but he wanted to get like courtside. So he made up these, he bought a huge, my dad loves cameras, he always has. And so he had just bought this brand new Nikon camera, I think it was. And he had this like huge, what do you call it? Like neck thing. It was like this big, And it was like one of these, it was like, this is in the 70s. This was like 78, right? And it was like, it looked like a camera strap, but that was like woven, like hippie woven, you know what I mean? It was very artsy and colorful. And he like grew a beard out so that he looked like just some like random photographer that was like, and then he had these like jean cutoff shorts on, and like he has pictures of himself at his house, like, okay, and like these huge tube socks pulled up, and then he had on like just some t-shirt that said like St. Thomas or something on it, and he went with this huge camera, and he literally, I mean, this is back in the day, like today you couldn't do it probably, but he made this like some, I can't, like Sports Illustrated or something like that. He made a press pass and laminated it. He laminated it and everything, and he went there and got courtside, and literally got pictures of these guys courtside, and at the US Open in New York City, and has pictures of him like, down on one like, knee like this, like taking pictures and stuff that people took of him. That's so funny that my dad did that. My dad is somebody that is like totally unafraid. Like he is unafraid, and really, and we talk a lot about this word unbothered. Like he is really unbothered. Like It's funny how it has changed for him though over time. Like when I was younger, you know, like he would get really incensed is not really the word, but like, you know, if you told him something, he would get kind of heated about it. Not really heated, but like, okay, this isn't okay, and blah, blah, blah. He just isn't like that today. Like, if you tell him something, you know, he's just like, he just kind of laughs, you know, he's like, okay, you know, like, he just doesn't give things any time or energy that he doesn't care about. If that makes sense. Like, he loves his dog, he loves my stepmom, he loves me, he loves Alex, he loves the house, he loves being on the water, he loves his work. Other than that, he loves to read, he loves to travel. Other than that, he doesn't pay it a whole lot of attention. He just doesn't, you know? My jaw is hurting, I don't know why. Boo Radley is always the last dog to wake up, usually. Well, Pee-Pee has been the last couple days, but Boo Radley usually is. And Tucker's always the first one to wake up. But tonight, Boo Radley, I had to wake him up to take him outside. And Boo Radley was crying while he was dreaming. He was like, you know, running in his sleep. And he was like, Well, it was so cute. What do you think dogs dream of? Do you think they just dream of like running outside or chasing birds or eating snacks? Or when you think about the fact that like our dogs or cats or pets or whatever, they know us, and they kind of recognize probably some people on the street or friends that, or family that we have that come by, and that's the limitation of their world, you know? Although, like, as much as dogs seem to understand, I really think they understand a lot more than we give them credit for. I also think that dogs watch TV. I don't think they understand it, but I think they actually can see images. Like, I was reading something and it said a long time ago, and it said that dogs can't see like the images that are on a TV. And then I read something recently. Is that a new strip mall? What is that? What is that? Oh, I've got to go see what this is. This is a Tide Cleaners drive-through? What is that? I want to go there. I might have to try that for my review channel. But, then I read something recently and it said that dogs do know what is, this is like a brand new thing. It's kind of back here and kind of hard to get to though. That they do know, like when they're watching TV, what they're seeing. Which is funny because like our dogs watch TV. Boo Radley has no clue what's on that TV. But Pee-Pee kind of watches it and he kind of goes like this and watches it, you know? Tide Cleaners. I don't get it. Drive-through entrance. Do you think it's like you drop your clothes off? It's gotta be. I'm gonna look it up because I wanna know. I wanna know if she really loves me. Oh my God, they're everywhere. Dry cleaning and laundry. Wash and fold. Tide Cleaners planning to open 5 indie area franchises. Why can't I get to the article? I don't want to leave a comment. It says you must be logged in to leave a comment. I don't care to be I don't care. I just want to read the article. What's the problem? Tide Cleaners provides personalized washing, folding, dry, cleaning, and alterations. The future of laundry care, brought to you by America's #1 trusted brand. What are people going back to all of that? Like, oh, there's a little dog park in there. How cute is that by that apartment complex? But I will tell you what's funny is, it seems like it was so long ago that we didn't have a washer and dryer. Do you remember that period of time that we didn't have a washer and dryer? And we had to go to the laundromat, which I quite frankly loved going to the laundromat. Nowadays, it seems like, well, I don't right now, because our washer and dryer is so fast that, like, I put a load of wash in, and then I get it done, and then that's it. But it seems like I do a load of wash, like, every single day. I do something. Whether it's towels and linens. Actually, I need to do towels. We have so many towels, though. We don't have so many towels to clean. We have so many towels, period. So, like, we clean them, and then we put them, you know, away. And we have more towels that we bring out, because we always buy towels. It seems like whenever there's like a sale, like on nice towels, like, well, Alex is good about that, about buying towels. I usually buy like the bedding, and he buys towels. So yeah. But I used to, like, always, like, once we got the washer and dryer, I would always have something in the washer or the dryer, and, you know, be like running it. I don't so much. I wonder if that place is open, that Rise place. It's interesting to me that a lot of these, like, brunch places are not open at 5 till 7 on Saturday morning. I'm really kind of surprised by that. I think Patachou's open by now. It's at the end and I didn't know it. I said this was going to be short, and look, it ended up being long. I'm awake now. I don't think that I'm going to be able to go back to bed, which is fine, because then I can just make my videos for the day that I want to make and stuff. But, part of the problem is I don't know what I'm going to make my videos about just yet. Well, I could drive around and listen to my audiobook. God knows I need to do that, so. What is with all this crazy construction? Anyway, I think I'm gonna get off here now and just make this a little bit shorter, and I'll try to vlog longer tomorrow, you guys. Oh my God, this huge detour. What does it say? I'm gonna go this way, because I don't know how to go that way around. But anyway, I'm gonna get off here now, and listen to, I guess, my audiobook. I wanna get a Dr. Pepper. And I've gotta go, oh, I've gotta buy Carlitos' birthday present. I still have to go do that. So anyway, I'm gonna go to the Meijer and do that. I hope you guys are having an amazing Saturday, unless you have other plans. But like I always say, do not have other plans. Enjoy your day, make the most of it. Do something today. Are you kidding me? This road is closed too. I feel like I'm stuck in a Twilight Zone. Anyway, do something today, road closed to through traffic. Do something today that that you're gonna look back on and be proud of, or happy that you did. You're exchanging a day of your life for it. Life is not a dress rehearsal. And make sure that you look in yourself in the mirror. Back up. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you. Make sure that you look at yourself in the mirror every single day and you say to yourself, I love you, you are valuable, you are important. Important. and you allow yourself to know your own self-value and your own self-worth. You gotta start telling ourselves that on a daily basis. And most importantly, make sure that you pass it on to somebody else and let them know that they are important to you. Live your life with compassion, love, and kindness. And I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya!